voices, seem like nobody hear it. I hear it. They say that if you build it, they will come. Let's do it, let's do it. I ain't a businessman, man, I'm a business, so I stand on the business, but that ain't nobody business, okay? But there's a witness stand, can't leave a witness in the way these niggas.
Hey. What's up, though? Hey, not much, man. What's going on with you?
Yeah, you already know.
Man, you mind if we start this shit off with a shot?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. I'll say shit. It's reachable. I got small. I got short arms. I got small nothing, ladies. Short arms. I got small nothing.
Hey, we up in here. We in the BTB Gorilla Zone, and this is a podcast without a name.
And you are sitting here with yours truly, the Coastal D-Gen, and a man that needs no kind of introduction. We got BTB Gorilla in the building.
Hey, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
On your Big X shit. Aye. Hey, with the Big X mention, shout out Big X, man. New album.
Shout out to the X.
Can I be real for a second?
What up, though?
Hey, the new album, I don't know if you twerk something with your vocals guy or one of your media guys. Album is fire, hands down. I'm not taking nothing from you. But from your last project to this one, it seems like whoever was handling the editing for your voice in your last album knew your voice a lot better. Straight up.
Yeah, I feel
like this new one bangs, bro. Hands down, the way you snippet shit and you go about it, like you're the voice of Texas right now. You're the voice of Texas. But whoever you had working with you before, call him. Ask how he's doing. You might have a change of mind or something.
Stupid.
No, but your voice is so for me with Big X. You know what I mean? His voice is so iconic. When you hear it over a track, you know who it is. There's no second guessing.
No, for sure.
But
He's got a hell of a voice.
With this project, though, I feel like his voice isn't as prominent. And with this saying, like, X, this might have been what you wanted. Maybe you wanted a little more the flow of things to, take something away from your voice or something. I don't know. I wasn't there when you made the album. I'm just saying from your first project to now, your voice fell into the melody a little more than it did the first project.
Yeah.
But with that said, still a fire-ass album,
Therapy
bro. Check that shit out.
A good joint. I mean, I feel like he definitely... The sound is different. I love the production from his previous shit. But, you go through that when it comes to engineering, people knowing your voice. He said he had some changes in his team.
So I was wondering if that was one of those changes, though.
It could have been. But
needless
either way, he's still killing it, though.
I'll say you're slaying it, bro. You're the voice of Texas. Here at BTB, especially in the Gorilla Zone, we are fans of your product. We love listening to new drops. We love when you have new EPs, new mixtapes out. We love when you release new music. Keep it up. This is just us fans giving you a fan's perspective of it. Yeah. But without that, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
A shitload to talk about.
Hey,
let's kick it off with this right now. No, shit. If you're sleeping, you're wasting right now.
Only the fam.
Hey, chill.
Dirk, I'm not surprised about the Dirk situation. It's never good. It's never great to hear somebody that you like as an artist. But when you look at it from the real side, these guys is in the streets. There's people that are very happy that he's behind bars.
For those that don't know, what's going on with Dirk right now?
Well, we can all in hip hop we call it sliding for Vine, is what we called it in hip-hop. You know what I mean? I'm sure if you are tuned into what's happening to Lil Durk, you know about the King Von situation.
He's currently in Broward County, which is it's a county in Florida. And he has been arrested on accusations of murder for hire.
Yes. Yes,
and
sir.
this goes back to Quando Rondo's homeboy.
The cousin. I was home with a cousin, yeah. But yeah, like I said,
the one that got
stems
shot
from
in
the
L.A.
sliding
Was
from
it
Vine.
L.A. where he got shot?
Yeah, it was in L.A. That's why they taking him back there.
So he's waiting for extradition right now.
Yeah.
Because the marshals picked him up.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing about the feds is whatever your shit happened, whatever the crime happened, that's where you're gonna get tried at with the feds.
Okay, so you might get picked up. So I've been, unfortunately, I've been a couple places locked up. Never been to the feds.
Yeah. Now the feds, they work really, really strategically, and when the stuff happens, that's why people are so bleak and they're calling the cars and everything ahead of time. It's not because these people, half of them don't know shit about law and this, that, and the other. Most people just know that the feds don't lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. They got it was 85%. I think it's like 87 or something now. You know what I mean? Like
my thing is, I feel like, and I say this, I don't even know how to say this, man. You know, when Dirk came out, he already went behind for a body. And beat it.
Well,
the sad part about this story, and chat, hear me out here. This may be the federal government putting in their big guns to make an example of Dirk.
It's election time.
You don't think they're going to... I mean, this is two friends talking to each other right now.
Yeah, it's election
Do you really think the government is going to allow little Dirk to make an example of them again?
I think it's bigger than that. I don't even think it was about the last shit that happened. I think that they taken a lot of L's, and he's an easier one to pick. I think that honestly, if it had been easier for them to put down Thug, if it would have been easier for them, like, case-wise.
Free Thugger.
Because you see that case has been going on for...
Is it ever going to end? Can we pause on that for a little bit?
Like, so...
When the fuck is that going to end? Because he got a new judge.
Bruh.
His lawyer clowned the judge. He got a new judge.
Right.
She wasn't about no nonsense.
Yeah. So
the old judge and the new judge has called out the state for bullshitting.
Yeah.
But is Thug's case a federal case, or is that in Georgia?
Nah, he ain't got a Fed case.
That's just in Georgia.
Yeah,
it's a RICO for Georgia.
But his case, I truly feel like the state has fumbled enough of that case that I honestly see him beating that case.
If you were a betting man, where are you going?
I think he's gonna beat it. I feel like if he wasn't,
you think it's gonna be a beat or a null pros? You think the state's involved too much money for them to null pros at this point?
I mean,
because that's a big difference. People don't realize in these high-profile cases, they won't null pros after a certain amount of tax dollars have been spent on it because they don't want to look like that.
Well, that, and you got to understand too that depending on what position his legal team and them are in, whether they even want a null pros.
You could tell right now.
A null this.
A null pros, they could charge him again.
Right, we got this. Why would I want a null process if I know? You know what I'm saying?
And then, bro, Thugger's got. Hey, yo, Young Thug has the most ride or die fucking lawyers I've seen on any public case ever, aside from Casey Anthony's lawyer, but she was fucking him apparently.
Yeah.
But like hands down, his lawyer straight went to jail with him.
Yeah.
His other lawyer, the bald dude, stood up.
But
on some shit.
But yeah, back to what I was saying though, bro. Like, I feel like if they'd have got that out the way, I feel like if so many of these cases and stuff went the way that they wanted to and had the effects they wanted to, they'd have let him make it. I feel like they could have been really put something down on him. That body didn't just drop. You know what I'm saying? That whoever was telling probably been done told. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this was like.
What else fucked up? I mean, look what they say about YSL Woody. They said that Woody was the one actually making them hits. And they made a sweetheart deal with him.
Yeah, well, a lot
Woody
of the
better
killers
never
do.
get pulled over again.
Hell, shit, a lot of the killers get sweet deals. Alpo shouldn't have never came home. For real. You know what I'm saying? But he was telling. So, you know what I mean? Alpo had more bodies than a damn deck of cards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it was. But anyway, with the Dirk jump, like I said, I think it was you that I was talking to. I think that's gonna turn into a RICO case.
That was my next question for you.
Yeah.
How soon before OTF gets a RICO? How soon? Or do you think it's already in the works? And it's been in the works since they started? Because like WAC 100 said, if you're in the feds, if you get locked up in June by the feds, you were on their radar in January.
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure.
with
They
Dirk getting
definitely had a
popped on
6-month
this
investigation.
accusation, do you think the RICO's already in work?
Most definitely. I feel like this, right? I feel like so much of this shit is political that it's not even really about the damage that was done or whatever the charges would really be for. I feel like they're gonna go ahead and put this on him. That'll lock down him and that'll lock down the murder of the bodies. Then they gotta link the organization, which they already are putting it out in the newspaper as only the family members or whatever had
Yeah,
killed the
OTF
bull.
is only the family.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So they putting it out like it's a gang or it's a situation where as though that is now included into murder and other things, and that's where that RICO is going to come in.
Well, all they have to do for, especially that, it's two parts here. Especially for that, all they have to do is get one original member of OTF, which, not saying it's a gang, only the family could be a brotherhood. Hands down. It could be you and your homeboys, made a music group together, did your thing. It takes one person associated with a violent crime like murder or extortion or racketeering. And let's just be blunt. Let's call a spade here. If Vaughn didn't die, he would be in jail for multiple murders waiting trial right
There's
now.
a very, 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 very large possibility of that.
And that's been. I mean, he died. They brought him out to be a serial killer. And I'm not speaking down on Vaughn, please. I'm a massive Vaughn fan. You can ask anybody around me. I'm a massive Vaughn fan. I will not let his name die. At least not in vain. But he is associated with Dirk.
For shit show.
He wore O-block chains, not OTF chains. Not saying he's never worn OTF chains. I'm just saying he wore O-block chains.
Yeah.
But you're telling, like, I'm saying right now, the feds can easily connect that relationship. They were on a murder trial together.
Yeah, no.
They can connect that to
that
make
shit
a
is
RICO,
not gonna
can't
be
they?
hard. The RICO.
You think
not
it's
gonna be
easier
hard.
with
It's
OTF
about-
than others?
I don't think necessarily easier. I mean, that's all about the paper trail and the way that people handle things, the way that you state things, the way that things are presented. A lot of shit can get flipped. With OTF, I don't think it's going to be difficult. I don't. There's a lot of young boys that drill scene in general. These motherfuckers rap about shit to the point where as though even if he lying, you painting a picture that it makes it so as though people could believe the things that are being brought against you. You know what I mean? And you talking about the same actions that be in the charges that they be getting. So it'd be like, even if they can't use them lyrics against you or whatever, bro, you saying that this is what you like, this is the music that you bring out, these are the stories that you tell. It's too easy for people to fucking like, hey.
So one thing I wanted to ask you was, so we rest in peace, King Von. Hands down. I want to say that first. And I'm saying that with respect to anybody that may have been victims of his. I respect to your family as well.
For sure.
I'm the first person to tell you I'm not in the streets. I investigate the streets to get sources to make media. That's where I come in at. So, and I just want to make that straight up right there. When it comes to Vaughn, how many times do you think he's going to be brought up in this situation? Or do you think he's going to at all?
In this situation, he's going to get brought up because that they're going to use that as the inspiration for the motive behind all of the.
Because if you go back to the year that Vaughn was unfortunately taken away from us, you see a lot of people. When you going to slide for Vaughn? When you going to slide for Vaughn? When you going to slide for Vaughn? And I'll say this right now to you fuck motherfuckers out there. Some of y'all are the same ones saying slide for Vaughn that are also saying keep him in jail right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So
clout
fuck
chasing.
y'all with the middle finger straight up. But that's crazy. Like nowadays, every time we see somebody catch a case,
Man,
the media covers. It's so media involved. You don't see silent cases no more.
hell no. What is a silent case? You see more silent cases. The Abercrombie and Fitch, boy.
Why ain't
that
we heard
ain't
about
really,
him, bro?
Ain't really being talked about.
Do you think? So it's election year.
Yeah.
You saw Diddy go down,
Yeah.
and hands down, This is all jokes aside. Diddy is in his cell right now, wiping his forehead that somebody else got popped.
No,
Like,
they might go ahead and keep the people entertained. That election is so close.
so what happened to Abercrombie Fitch
Yeah,
guy?
exactly. I don't.
Because I hit you up about him the other night. We ain't heard shit about it.
Yeah, I looked at that shit a little bit. I seen that boy. In my opinion, he had way too much work done. He looked like he was like in like a horror movie or something.
Talk to me, yeah.
Like for real though, he looked scary.
He looked like the guy.
Yeah, like my man looked scary. And then you see all the young guys and stuff that he's got with him. They look like kind of like what they used to call like blonde haired chicks back in the day. Like these look like new age bimbos. These dudes that he's with. Like they look like airheads. And if the picture's painted very well, that okay. Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, that picture's painted. It's there. But we ain't heard much about it. It's not in the media. It's not nothing.
It's not entertaining. Remember when we was riding and I was like, a random motherfucker can go ahead and make a YouTube or whatever saying that he does some of this same depraved shit that is going on. People ain't gonna care, bro.
Facts.
It's about the person and the name. I think that's why they choose who they choose. I think that's why they choose who they choose to make an example out of. There's a lot of money involved in the law. People just need to always remember that. There's a lot of money involved in this shit. Yeah, people are doing the wrong shit. And I ain't saying that the people that they picking, if they were found guilty or whatever, whatever. But let's be real. There's a lot more shit going on than just these few people.
I think everything that we've seen over the last couple of years when it comes to indictments or charges or, rappers or hip hop artists being, R. Kelly and Diddy aside. I'm talking about people that make music with violent connotations. I think the age of rap is dying, and if not dead, where people are talking about how active they are. And if you're still going to make music talk about how active you are, please do not be surprised when one of these letters show up on your door. Because years back. We're looking 5 years back now. People have been getting targeted down left and right for this kind of shit. Like when does somebody who makes, there's a reason drill came up and drill's still there, but drill's it's a little lowercase right now.
Yeah, it should all sound the same damn near for real.
I'm just saying, like, and this is
no
disrespect. I'm not saying that anyone that makes any kind of violent music isn't about it. I'm not saying that. But if y'all are actually fucking smart and want to get away from the situation you're in, stop fucking saying it in your songs. Stop talking to your homeboys about who was shot and who that did this and that when your phones are around. Put them cousins in the freezer, bro. Put the fucking phones in the freezer. Leave them outside in the car. Stop saying shit on camera.
I mean, but you got to understand this too, though. The media makes it so as though that was the way. The thing that's going to slow that shit down is the fact that they want it to slow down. If they don't make examples out of people, that shit wasn't fitting to slow down because it shows people that so many people buy that drill music and are into what's happening.
I love it, bro. You could ask this man to my right now. You can ask this man to my right now. When I'm hyped up and in the mood, bro, the music is violent. When I catch myself in the mood, we damn near pulled up to a gas station one day, and I was like, I'm in one of those moods I want to hurt somebody. And it's a natural emotion. My only thing, stop making songs about so many details. Please, as somebody who appreciates that kind of music, stop making songs about it. You guys are doing it to yourselves. You guys are giving the feds a case on this shit.
But that's what that music is about. A drill is an activity.
We understand what a drill is.
But not everybody.
No,
a lot of people don't. I actually have more people ask me about the genre of drill music than any other genre because it's one of those things where as though it wasn't never supposed to be a genre. That's a fucking activity that literally was just niggas was rapping about an activity and that became a genre of music. That shit don't even make sense.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like hit music.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, exactly. music to kill to or something or whatever. Like, but like I said, I don't be knocking that. My thing is like I said, the media puts money there. You feel me? The media is like, oh, such and such and such got killed, nigga. That's what's spinning.
The media puts money everywhere that they want to rise.
Yeah, for shit show. For
Dead
shit
ass.
show. For shit
Like
show.
you were saying, like drill. Same thing I commented on drill taking a downfall. Drill's still there. There's still people making drill music.
Yeah.
It's still hot for some people.
For sure. It's
The
a lifestyle.
It stopped making media the money they were making before.
Yeah.
Like the war in Chirac. We all remember that. That was fucking iconic.
Yeah,
Everybody wanted to live in Chirac.
A lot of
like,
flack for doing
everybody wanted to be the hardest motherfucker sliding on their ops. But guess what? It stopped making the media outlets money. So they stopped covering it.
Yeah, for sure. The whole thing had a short lifespan when you seen it no matter what because we can only kill each other until so many of us is gone. So no matter who's rapping, what gang, what squad, what set, whatever, you only got so many fucking ops. And if that, you know what I'm saying? And if it's about a real beef, then there's eventually going to be an ending to it. And if that's what the drill is about that whole thing, then once that's gone, where is the music content? What are you going to rap about?
It's just going to be a bunch of sorrow songs. It's like listening to blues about their brothers dying. It's fucking retarded. There's only so many songs you can say saying rest in peace to this and this, or I'm smoking on this and this. Like
that shit stopped finally, and I was glad when that shit stopped.
To an extent, bro, shit got boring. Shit got real fucking boring. I was tired of hearing y'all talk about smoking on this or my ops doing this. Half of y'all don't have ops, hands down. Half of y'all bitches don't have ops. Dead ass. Now, the people that have ops, handle it the way you need to handle it. Stop putting it on recording.
Right.
Dead ass. Like, stop telling on yourself. Like, don't blame the feds for coming after you when you talked about, I ran up on him at 12 p.m., he was in a yellow Corvette, and I smashed his brains out. You did that to yourself.
For shit, sure.
Have your ops and your problems. We all have different struggles, and I appreciate that. I think that it builds a lot. But stop. Story rap is cool when it's story rap. Stop telling me about how you killed somebody. Stop that shit. Because I can't even become a fan of you because I'm like, when the fuck is he going to get indicted? And nowadays, it seems like hip-hop is under an attack from the U.S. government for indictments.
Well,
we can't go a 2-month period without a new indictment or arrest.
I feel like hip-hop is trying to, in the essence, hip-hop is going to purge it. So, with these young boys getting locked up and stuff, you see people like Jadakiss, you see, Hurricane Chris. You just see so many other people that used to rap, like starting to slowly edge back out there with a harder, grimier, but realistic sound again. You know what I mean? Like that feeling like, oh yeah, I can relate to this type of shit.
Hurricane Chris, I'm happy you beat your situation because your situation was different. You had something happen and you sat there and you spoke with police officers and you let them know what happened, how it happened. You got done dirty. But I'm not gonna lie, prison changed you. You were doing hip-hop beats before you came back. Like you came out of prison and beat that murder.
They were facing a body.
And you're a grim rapper. Like, hands down, like, that shit changed you. Your hairline went back a few inches. Like, you dead ass, like, and that's not me shitting on you. You can tell that you went through stress. You could tell by looking at you. You could tell by listening to your music before you went away and after you came out. Brother, that shit fucked you up. Dirk looks autistic.
He looks stressed right now. That man looks stressed right now.
He's had retarded eyes since we first saw him.
Nah, that's what's the name?
Left and right eyes like this.
Nah, they ain't left and right. They just wide as fuck. I think them
Nah,
bitches
bro.
is straight. They
And
just
people
bitches
were like,
wide.
nah, he's got that million-mile stare. No, bro,
Yeah.
there might be a little autism there. I'm not shitting on Dirk for it. I might be autistic. Who the fuck knows?
I
Every
don't
kid
think
that
it's
talks
that.
too much nowadays has ADHD.
I don't know. I completely don't see that. I completely see it like a different way than that. But you know, we all see things how we see things. But I definitely look like that man. He looks like he's been going. He looks like a victim. When you look at his face, he looks like a victim, like a strong victim. Like, cause I don't want to say victim, and people think victims are just weak and shit. Nah, he looks like a person that's been in a fucked up situation forever. And like, you know, like that is just like, what everything that happens, all of his actions and reactions and stuff are just because of the nature of what, you know, his environment, what type of life he's lived. Like that's how I personally. But who knows?
I say I wasn't there to see it. I mean, hey, whatever battles people have been through, I may speculate. I may get content off it. I may talk shit. And if you don't like that I talk shit, please fuck yourself. I'll say that right now. But if you put yourself out there to where media can cover you and you get upset by different perspectives, you need to heavily sit down with yourself and figure out what you're doing with yourself. Because when you put yourself out there, same way I'm doing right now, like, right? Coastal DJ is a media name. There are people that say terrible fucking things about me. There are people that also glow when I come in the scene. Understand this is all part of it. This is all part of it. The greatest thing, and I don't know if you could agree with this, the greatest thing that I could tell anyone is read the comments and don't take them personal. Now, if somebody takes a direct shot at you, no, hands down, pull up, bitch. But like dead ass, like you need skin to be in this game. You damn well need skin to be in this game. You can't.
In the entertainment business, hell
Yeah, bro. You can't.
People gonna criticize
You can't have
everything.
somebody sit there and be like, "Fuck you, Coastal," and then you're sitting there crying. I'm calling him in the middle of the night, talking about some why they feel like this. He don't know him.
Yeah, I don't
Let
give a
people
fuck.
have their opinions, man.
the end of
Hands
the
down,
day-
bro. My favorite people are the ones that say "fuck me," because I say "fuck you" back, bro.
Definitely my favorite people. I ain't really got favorite types of people. I like good
I like
energy
Asians.
and
I like Asians.
situation.
I like Asians for sure.
I got some Asian friends. I got some Asians that I met that was assholes just like everybody else. In my adventures.
Do they make Asian supremacists?
Nigga, what? You ain't never seen King Jong-un?
What do they call them? Yellow guards?
I have no idea. I'm not touching that shit. But yeah, nah. So
And let's move on to. Go ahead.
yeah, so I'm looking at the joint. It says the indictment and everything, or the situation for Lil Durk that's coming after the indictment of 5 of his alleged only the fam gang members. See how they try to do that? We ain't even gonna do that. We gonna say only the fam members, because we ain't even gonna put them as no gang, because that's a record label, first off. Who prosecutors say were on the scene of the August 2022 shooting of Savia Robinson, aka La Pab. Damn. So 5 of them. How many people you think told? If they got 5 people.
Shit, if you look at WAC and academics, they're saying 2.
It says according to the documents, Lil Durk was the one who placed the bounty on Quando and helped others to procure the ski masks, rental cars, and hotel rooms to assist in the hired hit. By the way, everybody, just to let you know, this is coming from TMZ. So I don't want you guys to be saying like, you know, I'm talking some crazy
You're
shit.
stealing content. Shout out to that bitch. One.
So, the feds say telecommunication records show a phone number associated with Dirk was looking to cover his tracks when he texted one of the defendants, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with whatever the hell that is." Feds say he allegedly linked my credit cards to the flights. Now, I feel like they damn near giving out more information about what's going on with him than what's going on with Diddy. Shit. I mean, they pretty much giving a pretty solid rundown of what they got looking at and stuff.
I don't think the feds know what's going on with Diddy.
Oh, they know.
They ain't released it. Maybe that's strategic.
They waiting on their boss to tell them what to do. Let them know who can get in trouble and who can't.
Hey.
The alleged OTF members are accused of firing at least 18 rounds at Quando's vehicle. Damn.
It's a shame he didn't die. Hands down, fuck Quando. One,
Damn.
your cousin got killed and you dropped your flag, bro. You're a bitch in my book. I put that on everybody. Because you made your career talking about how you were this and you were that. Shit got serious. Well, I will say, the security guard that took King Von's life in that situation of Quando Rondo's, I don't even know if he's alive anymore. Is he still breathing?
Well, you talking about
One of Quando Rondo's security guards is the one that fired the shot to King Von and killed him.
He wasn't a security. He was a rapper. He was one of his rappers. That was Lil Tim.
I read that it was a security guard.
It was Lil Tim.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's not breathing no more.
No, he got shot and stuff, but I don't even know if it was due to that situation. I think he got
Might have been his own ops.
I think he got a shit bag for sure, but I'm not sure exactly what that. You know what I mean? How he got the shit bag and all that? Not sure. I am 100% sure that it was Lil Tim that was involved in that situation. And he did a little bit of time. Obviously, beat the case and all that shit. So I don't know.
Unfortunate.
Let's see what else we got here. Damn, yo, they look like Lil Durk was trying to lead the country, my nigga. It says
I don't blame him.
Said the feds swooped in and arrested Durk on Thursday evening, intercepting him at the Miami airport before he could jet away to Italy. My nigga was about to go to Italy. What are you gonna do in Italy? They can extradite you from Italy.
That's what Belgium's close.
Oh, he about to get low. He was trying.
Not close, but when you're over there, it's close.
I can't say he was trying. He might have been going on vacation. Let me stop. See, the way they read this, they have you getting right into it with them. You know what I mean? Nigga might have been going to go get some shoes, nigga. They make some very nice shoes in Italy. If y'all don't know.
That's where we're going. All right.
You know. So, according to the docs, the FBI got notice Durk was booked on a private plane flight to Italy set for later Thursday night, and Durk was arrested an hour before the scheduled takeoff. He should have fucking scheduled several flights so that they would not have known which one exactly.
Who gives a fuck? He scheduled it in his name. That's his mistake.
For shit, sure, too.
Hop on a few boats. I got to Nicaragua by taking 2 different boats.
I think when people get scared,
I wasn't wanted. Let me put that shit out there. I wasn't wanted. But it was. I didn't fly. I got on one cargo ship and then a John boat, and I got to Nicaragua.
Damn. I wonder what's the shortest amount of time that somebody's had the key to the city? Because he got the key to the city. It says Durk had one of the Chicago area keys to the city that he received last week.
He got 2 keys.
Snatched away on Friday.
Yep, he got 2 keys to the city.
So, wonder
Diddy
what
was
is
a year off.
What is like the longest or the shortest span of time somebody's gotten the key to the city?
With the way shit's been going, I feel like next week we'll find somebody that got shorter time.
Hey, don't give me a key to no damn city. I don't look. At this rate, them shits is cursed.
Hey, bro, I believe that. Like, hey, if you're out there doing dirt, or you make music about doing dirt, sponsored by the realest motherfucking Caucasian you know, don't take the key to the city. Nope. Tell them you're busy. You be back in October.
You think
and know to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Like they may it's maybe you getting that big that you think that they not gonna come for you.
Durk's been on a turnaround for a while though, bro. Like over the last 2 years, look at his music. Look at the way he's portrayed himself in public.
Yeah, Durk been
he
killing
has
it on the
been
good side,
like
yeah.
He was one of the people you were rooting for. Like,
all my life,
bro. You're turning it around. You're doing it.
Trying to keep me down. I'm trying to keep me down. Yeah, I feel like I said, the bad thing about that shit is it be like when a person does dirt or does bad things, people see when they think when he does something good, that he's just doing it to hide shit or to throw people off the scent. You know what I mean? Like that Robin Hood thing don't work as much now. Like even if it's for the right reason. You know, they don't want you to go to prison so you can get rehabilitated. So even if you are a different person than when you did the crime, they don't care about that. They want you to go to prison so they can get that time and that money,
Hmm.
and change whatever wheels are in motion.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the country we live in is
Uh, uh,
makes more of incarcerated individuals than they do a lot of things, and that is a massive downfall.
yeah,
It
no
is.
shit, man. Right now the country is in a crazy place. In general, it's in a crazy place with from immigration to the political system to the fucking criminal justice system. Man, it shit's fucked up out here. You know, there ain't no easy fix. We run in a country that's been needing an oil change so long that you got to rebuild the engine and change the transmission and everything now. You know, like we just too old a fabric of policies and the way that we do
Yeah.
things. So, but you know,
Mm.
this is some fire ass chronic. I'm just saying.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm fucking blazed right now. And yeah, this shit's just been a crazy ass day. Not even day, like the media thing. I guess seeing Lil Durk go down is one of those things where I think it was more expected than not, even though it was like it came surprisingly. I don't feel like people are surprised. So I don't feel like it's gonna have that splash in the media and stuff like that. I feel like they're gonna have another gimmick out very soon, or you know what I mean, trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? That's still the focus. So shit, crazy.
Hopefully it gets better, man. Hey, hip hop, look out for yourselves, man.
Shit, the world better look out for themselves. Shit, the world, man, this shit fucking fitting to be really crazy.
Yeah,
We
this shit's about to be retarded.
we
Very
got
soon.
Eminem, and you got
Yeah,
a lot
hands
of big
down,
people.
Eminem
Uh, uh,
lost a lot of respect on that, man. I hope you relapse.
damn, yo, this nigga said I hope he relapse.
Nah, hands down, bro.
That's
I
strong as shit.
yeah, no. You see them racist tapes that came up?
I did. I reposted that shit on Twitter or some shit like that on X. I mean, no
But I'm
disrespect,
saying, like,
Elon. But yeah, I reposted that Eminem. I never had seen that shit. Nigga, I fuck with Eminem. Well, I ain't gonna say I fuck with him now, but so I definitely have fucked with Eminem.
I feel like I
I
was
used
always
to
forced
like
to. 'Cause I was like, you're white, he's white, Caucasians, you know.
that is
He's
funny.
the only rapper we had. So it was
He
like,
probably did feel like that, literally. He
but
probably
hands
like,
down, but I felt like it was forced on. Like, I never listened to his music like that. But everyone was always like,
did you relate
Eminem.
to it at all?
No, fuck no, dude. When I heard his shit, he was talking about some Amsterdam. Listen to me. Oh, like, bro. I no, did not relate.
I liked Eminem because I thought that he was telling the poor white boy story, where you only hear
I'm not
the
saying he
ghetto
wasn't.
story. I'm not saying that he was. That's why I was
I
asking
liked
because
a
I'm
few
not.
of his
You know what I'm saying?
freestyles,
I'm
like his
so,
SNL freestyle was fire. But like
bruh,
hands down, like you're
I didn't think he was that nice in the
he
beginning.
was
For one,
moving. He was moving mad weird, bro.
yeah, I didn't think he was that nice in the beginning.
He was
For
moving
sure, I
mad
thought he was
weird.
overrated in the beginning, but then, I mean, his delivery and his style of rapping and stuff is like when he went commercial and stuff, and you really started hearing him, and even some of his freestyles and stuff that you heard that were like crazy, it was like you could tell that he did have talent. I
Or a
never heard
mental
that
disorder.
shit about until let me get my words right, y'all. So they said that Eminem said that he broke up with this black chick, and that was his reason for making all those fucking songs saying that you don't date black women and that black people just gonna steal your money and all of that shit like that.
I've had black girls leave me, but hands down, I'm not gonna get back with you. No, but your boy's still on the market for him. Hands down, Asians too. Doesn't matter the color as long as you don't have a penis. I'm in this.
Yeah. But
Like,
yeah,
hands
like
down.
shit like that is like for Eminem to have those moments. I don't ever feel like what's boy's name from the source? Coyle Ray's dad, the no neck nigga, Benzino.
Benzino.
I don't ever feel like Benzino should have been the person to bring that to the light. Like he should have passed that torch on to somebody else because nigga, you look. They gonna clown you
Till
out.
the
They're not
day
gonna
that I
take
take
the
my last breath, hands down.
like.
It doesn't matter how I feel about Eminem. Fuck that. Your 4-year-old son could take out Benzino. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass, bro.
Benzino's
You don't
not a
look like
rapping
you can
motherfucker.
blink, let alone fucking throw a hand.
Nah, I seen him throw some hands. I think Benzino got a little bit of hand game. I think he got a little bit
He's
of
a
hand
bitch
game.
in my game.
I don't know the nigga. I just know that he's not a rapping ass.
I'd be more
motherfucker
scared
like
of Coy.
that. My thing is bars. I don't be worrying about none of that physical shit because I'm BTB Gorilla, and you know we gotta do what we gotta do out here, and hopefully I make it out on top. That's all I'm gonna say. But I just feel like he was going at Eminem so long and crying about how shit was unfair.
He
and
was
this
literally
and that.
on a podcast crying.
Yeah, like I feel like
I
you're the
never
wrong
had no
person.
beef with Eminem. And that was when his own daughter came out and said she fucked with him.
Yeah, like you can't try and make a serious point or try to bring accusations against somebody when that's what people know you for. You've done great things, Benzino, for hip hop, the source and different things you've done in media and shit. Bruh, Benzino did some shit. And if he wouldn't have clowned himself out for that one moment, like nigga, hip hop could be very unforgiving. You feel me? Especially that generation then.
Well, it seems like the world is unforgiving when it comes to Benzino. So.
Yeah, nah, he.
And I agree with you guys. Like, yeah, fuck him, keep him down. I mean,
damn,
dead ass, bro. He seems soft as shit.
I mean, nigga might be. I don't
Your
know.
own daughter came out and like was with your biggest op in the game.
Yeah, nah, that is.
Like, that's crazy. You're either a shit father or she's a shit woman.
The respect level there is different.
Zero.
I would like to know why Coyle Ray would do that unless without having the blessing from your pop. But I hear that they had some.
But why would he trip out afterwards?
Bro, I honestly
like
don't
maybe
think
like
he
a
cared.
money scheme.
I honestly,
he cared after she came out and said that she's an advocate of Eminem.
yeah.
He was on a podcast crying. He cared.
I know, but what I'm saying is like I feel like at this point it's not even about that. I feel like any situation, any mention of Eminem to Benzino is gonna touch the same fucking string. Like I don't think it was about his daughter doing it, more or less the fact that it was just Eminem. You know what I mean? Like
fuck that, bro.
Like,
that's my daughter. That's hitting that. This comes from someone that does not have kids. I'm just saying that would hit my soul more than.
For sure. For me, nigga, I would not be able to sleep, and I'd be like, yo, what the fuck did I do wrong? I don't understand. I thought that, I might not have been the best.
So like I said, shit father, shit daughter. Either way, communication is fucked up there.
It's very possible. Very possible.
Like, it's fucked up somewhere. You don't have them different opinions, and him showing up crying, talking about he doesn't know why, and he never had an issue with him. Bitch, you did have an issue with him, and you lost that issue. And we don't even fuck with you no more, Em. But
yeah, that's crazy.
This is just going back, bro. There's no way the communication was solid as hell. And after she comes out with that one, he's on a podcast crying. Like Benzino, dude. Nah.
But back to the Eminem thing, do you feel like since that shit happened so long ago that people shouldn't pay attention to it? Because that's what a lot of people gonna say. Or probably have already said it. People were going to say that shit old, bro. Like he's a whole different person now. Bop.
He's in that tax bracket,
bro. Yeah.
He's in that same tax bracket that he got protected with for so long.
Yeah.
He's in that same tax bracket that may or may not be protecting other people.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're always gonna make sure people are out there to say that kind of shit, regardless of what happens. I mean, look back at R. Kelly. There was 300 people outside of the courtroom screaming his name. They were all women, and they all looked like the victims
Right.
that he had.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's
I mean,
protected for whatever reason he's protected. Eminem is, but it everything that happens in that limelight, that Hollywood scenario now,
yeah.
I just look at now and I'm like, all right, so you're unguilty until proven guilty. But who do you know or who did you call? That's how I see it all the time now. And I see that in my eyes. That's how I see things. I'm like, oh, you're famous. How many skeletons do you have? And but that's all I see anymore.
I mean, they make it feel like to reach a certain level of fame, yeah, there's some ill shit of some sort going on. The thing that I don't like about fame is that fame is in America and probably in some other places to an extent. Fame is like is some of the greatest power that you can have because of your influence. You know what I mean? So you could be one of the worst fucking people on this planet. And as long as you can influence the thoughts and feelings of a few 100,000 people, oh man, corporate America loves you. Nigga, like you about to be on the cereal box. You feel me? So it's like it's weird. Like Beyonce and Eminem and even like I said, everybody doing like these the fucking political shit, Taylor Swift and different things like that is like, nigga. I remember when LeBron James said some slick shit about something. They told him to shut up and play ball. But now it's okay for everybody to be speaking on politics and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that I feel like people shouldn't be able to speak on it, but I'm just saying, like, when does it become a thing of, all right, obviously, like, no, you should not be able to try and use your influence over your mass of fans and stuff like that in a political sense. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a shit statement because I feel like that's all anyone in history's ever done.
Not to the degree of now. I don't
No,
feel like I feel
no,
like behind
it's
the
grown.
scenes.
It's grown. It's grown.
I feel like shit happened behind the scenes more because like
People have dictated that for a long time.
they
Now,
wouldn't even let Jeezy into the White House to do the Obama thing, and that nigga made a whole song about that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So that's how different it is. Like literally,
I
like
would say different. I would never want to be Jeezy. You're not even allowed in your own hood anymore, fuck boy. Your crib claim doesn't even claim you.
all right, well, don't. That's not the point I was making about Jeezy. I was making the point about, like I said, about the celebrity. Like he had gotten an invite, and then at the same time they were like, okay, you know, boom, boom, boom. But now we're at a point now where it doesn't matter. Like if you're famous, you can drive this. It don't matter. Like shit, Diddy was doing shit all the way up. He had still gotten the key. The nigga still had allegations and all sorts of other shit going on. Like, it don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck the character of the person. Like, you know what I mean? On that other shit, like, that's what fame is now. Fame is that. Like, that is crazy. I don't think it was that strong before. I feel like Marilyn Monroe and shit like that, they was what? Damn near treated like, from what we see, like prostitutes.
I was gonna say, yeah, they said they had like tunnels under the White House and shit. Like,
Right.
she used to like walk
But
in.
that's what I'm saying, the dynamic. Yes, you've seen celebrities around presidents and different politicians forever. You never seen them controlling the narrative. Like they would kind of seem like they were like the puppet, like they were happy to be there, like type of shit. These motherfuckers is
Now you realize they're
yeah. You could be a streamer now and have enough shit. Trump was on Aiden Ross's stream. You know what I mean? Like now the politicians, they don't even need to go to the news channel no more. Like I can reach more people howling at a streamer.
yeah.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, all direction. Like, that shit is crazy. It's just wild.
Well, you look at streams now. Generally, I mean, there's speculation whether her team did this because Aiden had Trump on or what. But there was that whole situation where Ty was contacted about having Harris on. And that was simply him. He just responded back and said he was like, I'm not political.
Right.
I have nothing to talk to her about.
Exactly.
She's a politician. I'm not political.
I'm trying to bounce
But I feel
around
like
this room and be funny.
He's trying to
have
smack
fun.
Ice Spice's ass in the
You
back
know
of
what
that
I mean?
U-Haul.
Like,
You
I'm
kidding
trying to
me?
have fun and live life. What we finna talk about
But I'm
here?
saying he kept it as real as it could be.
Right, though.
Like, he's like, look, it's not like I don't want to interview her. That's not it.
Right,
I just
though.
have nothing to talk to her about.
So do you think it's about integrity then of the person? Like, do you think that the responsibility when you have that type of power, it becomes your responsibility not to involve yourself in those situations because like not saying I don't know if Castaneda is going to vote, has ever voted in his life or whatever. It's none of my damn business. You know what I'm saying? But even if he even went and cast the ballot, like you said, he's not bringing any of that to his shit. You know what I'm saying?
I would say on that level, it would be on that level. I wouldn't much concern the worry of matter. I would say that he stood on it correctly on camera by saying, "I'm not political," and I don't know Kai at all. But hey, bro, love to meet you. Like, hit me up. We'll find a way to throw a bag at you to get you on stream in the Gorilla Zone. Be great.
Whatever, he smoked weed.
But
He seemed like a good kid. He seemed too hyper.
He smoked on stream one time.
Oh, Snoop Dogg there?
No, he did a 24-hour stream with one of the Migos.
Oh, word. Oh, look.
And he was like hitting the Zod. And he was like, it's been like 2 years since I hit the Zod. I went crazy last time.
I could only imagine. My man's chemical makeup is different.
Crazy.
Yeah, my man up there. Like, I remember back when we used to see motherfuckers that was up there, they be on Ritalin and stuff. Like, he one of them. He was up there. Got that you know what I'm saying? Like, that bitch run off the page like somebody fell asleep with their hand on the D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so he hit the Zod with him. That stream's cool too. It was Quavo?
Yeah, I think it was Quavo.
Yeah, he did a sleepover at Kai's house.
So how do you feel about like the group scene in music? Like there's not a lot of I feel like groups that come out. We had the trios, best trio ever, the Locks. Motherfucking, I'm gonna say it right now, the Locks. Okay. But then past that, we don't really have like a lot of groups that come out. The Migos was it was nice to have the Migos when they came out, but that shit felt fresh, it felt good.
It did. According to nothing set in stone, speculations, apparently Migos weren't good for anybody. They just backstabbed each other all the time. Is what's kind of coming out.
Oh,
but
yeah.
As far as music groups go, y'all need to start doing more shit with your homies.
What about that thing? Did you see that thing? Not that I hate to go there, but I just seen that post that Cardi B made saying that she had fucking slept with Rest in Peace to Take Off. That was crazy.
Her exact words were, "I miss those nights."
Yo, that is, woo. How about let's give Offset some love for not being in prison right now? Because
Offset, I listened to an article one day, and he came out and said that everyone knew the whole time.
Oh shit!
But I don't know if that article is real.
Right, or I mean that's damn. All right, but yeah, back to the trios and shit, or even just hip hop groups.
You don't even see duos now.
Yeah, you think it's because niggas like got too big an ego, or that motherfuckers ain't really that nice?
You got to look at trends. I mean, we just heard. How many times in the last 3 years have we heard people say, "I don't fuck with dudes. I don't want them on my album. I'm not featuring. Not nothing." Look at trends. That's the trend. That's it. I'm doing this my own self and with bitches, and that's where we're at. That's where we're settling at.
Okay.
I feel like in my head, I feel like a lot of people are kind of settling to that. This is cool. This is where I need to be. This is the avenue I need to run through.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen a massive decline.
Do you feel like that might be in part because, like, let's be real, when a fucking group is together, the group is hitting. But when them niggas go solo, it's always like only one person makes it. You know what I mean?
Yo.
It's like Every group is only 1 and 2 people that make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fucking
Kelly Rowland and Beyonce. And Beyonce far surpassed Kelly. Love you. You look good as shit. But
yeah, for
Beyonce
sure.
far surpassed you career-wise, hands down. I would still hit you over Beyonce because Beyonce's too connected. That you don't have her kind of money.
Casey and JoJo from Jodeci.
Hey.
Who else had a group? Justin Timberlake. What group was he in? The Backstreet shit.
My five.
Nah, this nigga was in. Was it Backstreet Boys?
I don't know. Wasn't Aaron Carter and Aaron Carter's older brother before?
Who the
Are
fuck
both
is
of them
Aaron
dead
Carter?
now?
Who the fuck are they?
One was like Backstreet Boys. The other one was NSYNC.
Man, the only Carter I know Dwayne Carter and Sean Carter. That's Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. That's the only Carters I know. I just remember Timberlake.
You want to redact that before
I
you're
remember-
involved in that fucking lawsuit?
Who?
I was making a media joke.
I
Coming
remember.
after all y'all now. I ain't saying none of y'all names.
What
I'm
was the
saying, fuck you.
motherfucker's name with the motherfucking hoop? I knew that nigga was gay, and he finally came out as being
Who?
gay.
With the hoop?
Yeah, in the fucking ear.
I don't know.
JT or some shit like that. Talking about from that group.
Timberlake, Justin Timberlake.
I don't know.
He was in one of them though. He was in one of
I
them.
don't know. It's not wasn't my scene like that. I just know one of them motherfuckers.
That shit was around when I was like 5'6", man.
So, you know.
I remember my brother, man, his little faggot ass. He sit up there.
He was
like,
in there.
Dance and shit.
Nuh-uh.
Like that. He had the baggy jeans and the bowl haircut. He was doing all this shit.
Nigga.
Oh, man.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, when I
Hey.
was a kid, my shit was my heaviest shit when I was a kid, for real, was DMX, 50 Cent. I honestly listen probably to more 50 Cent than I listen to anything else. Lil Wayne, the Carter, that I listen to that so much. Fucking, I ain't gonna lie, I was listening to a lot of Jeezy back then, a lot of T.I.
Dude, hands down, I used to be a big T.I. fan. And before I stopped fucking with you too, Jeezy, I used to be a fan of yours too, but you fake as shit. So is T.I., but let me get back to T.I.
That nigga no slack. I need to look into this. Like, I thought you
This
couldn't
is
ban
also-
the Snowman. Like, I don't understand. And now that Big Meech is back home, and you keep saying this too, I gotta really look into this because
People are coming out saying, I don't know shit about me. Big dog, you went to prison the year I was fucking born. So let's
Damn.
get that out of the way. You went to prison the year I was fucking born. But when it comes to T.I., let me validate why I say fuck you and fuck you forever. We all saw that shit on MTV, punk. Talking about some tell him what happened, man. Tell him what happened, man. A little goofy dumbass, bro. You think Atlanta's got you? You better hope Atlanta's got you. Nah, but you're a fucking snitch for real. That's why you did a year and a day for buying a grenade launcher from a Fed. You fucking rat.
Well,
Who else was I talking shit about? Because I'm not done yet. Fuck this shit. Now, hands down, T.I., fuck you on Bankhead, bro. Hands down. I don't like
you know
you,
that
bro.
nigga got some little sons and shit. Them little niggas.
Oh. Clapping on that one, bitch. Nah, hands down, T.I., I was a big fan of you, bro. And my first time locked up as a juvenile, I got beat the fuck up because I was rapping one of your songs in my fucking cell, and it was after you did that fuck shit on MTV.
Oh, shit.
And I got clowned out. And I was in there for not saying nothing on nobody. I got clowned out and beat the fuck down by people because I was singing your little rat-ass, dirt-ass, fuck-ass song, boy.
Hey, you know that shit real when
No, bro, getting beat up ain't no joke, bro. Hands down, I got beat up for singing your song.
Damn,
Your song. And you decided to go on TV talking that fuck shit. Talking about some telling what happened, man. Fuck you, T.I. Oh, mom, you dead bitch. Nah, bro, that's the only time I got beat down like that in my life, bro. I was mad as shit.
They must have been from the A.
I had no idea, bro. I was in there putting on 'cause that was my favorite artist before I went away. Nah, that shit.
I guess the way you
pissed
told
me
the
the
story,
fuck
I mean,
off.
it's fucking funny. Better open it, John. But nah.
Back to
music
normal
back then,
conversation,
that's
though.
the Rubber Band Man. So I be saying like this, right? I got.
Well, they beat me like
when
the Taliban.
it comes to this shit, right? Like, we got so many artists that got so many demons and shit. It's like, at what point do we get back to like
Feel
not
good
having
music?
fuck that feel good shit. When it's feel good music, you know motherfuckers is faking. Because I feel like this. I like to make some good songs and some, you know what I mean? Every now and then one will come out, but for the most part, nigga, that's not reality. Like, and I don't make just reality rap myself, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the temperature of the world. Like, even if I made a club song right now, nigga, it's not gonna be, it ain't gonna be up there, but nigga, it's not gonna be like lovey-dovey shit. Like, you know what I mean? We ain't in the disco era right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, it'd be nice, hopefully, you know, after election time, shit start to fucking maybe settle out or something, and you know, people start to get happy and not stressing, and you get them type of vibes. But right now, them ain't the vibes. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about before. Now I need to open it. What? Dead ass.
I didn't have.
I brought that bitch over here, didn't I?
Hey, you got. Hey, give me your lighter. Pop it over the lighter. I don't care.
But nah, what I was saying, I remember now. Yeah. So, like I said, like back when hip hop was great, the golden era or whatever, like I guess like the late '90s to early, probably just the '90s. I don't know about the 2000s so much, but that's around the golden era of hip hop. Technology didn't allow us to know all the things that we know and have access to about people. People probably wouldn't have been feeling half of the motherfuckers that they feeling if they knew all that shit about them. So, like I said, so like, do we get back to just listening to the music, taking the product, or do we treat every music artist like they're a fucking encyclopedia and we need to know everything that's going on type shit?
Yeah, that is.
You feel me? Like,
That
I
can
don't,
put you in a mind spiral right there.
bro, if I go and get a painting from fucking Walmart or wherever I fucking buy something, a piece of clothing, whatever I go get, I don't want to know the backstory about the nigga that made this shit. I appreciate you, fam. I do. That's why I'm buying this shit. You you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, look at Chrome Hearts. I mean, you go in there, you'll drop $10,000 on a pair of jeans, and nobody knows too much of fuck about any of the people that created that, aside from their very short online.
Do you think that
story.
people should maybe start making what anonymous music or something?
No, I think categorizing yourself
Was it
with your
anonymous?
name is incredibly important. I think branding is very important.
But shit show.
Anonymous music, no. I guess I kind of already spoke about my music feelings when it, like, just stop getting yourselves locked up over the songs you make, like, for real. I don't care what you did in life, but
You you think that like people that don't live like in that country rap scene or whatever, maybe they should start trying out different genres of music, not even if it's just country rap, pop or whatever. Like, you think that people that come from the hood and whatever the case is, they seem to just rap or sing R&B music. That's, you know what I mean? Typically, that's the category that they fall in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Do you feel like that maybe we should start exploring other genres? Like, how
I
is
don't
that
think.
gonna look?
I think we're too late in the game to explore the genres. I think we're coming up on a really quick incline into a lot of music's merging.
For shit, sure.
I mean,
Talk to
look at Post Malone and Ozzy Osbourne. When he dropped that song, you realize that people started posting
him.
saying that Post Malone found this guy Ozzy Osbourne. That's fucking crazy. Look at Lil Durk. Shout out Lil Durk. Morgan Wallen. That dude can't fucking piss without making a hit. Dead ass. At one point, he had 44 songs on the top 100 Billboard.
Damn. Okay. Talk
You
to
either
him.
got money to put out there, or you're like
You're just
every.
legit.
He's releasing CDs with 38 fucking tracks on them.
Right.
We've seen the merge between rap and hip hop, and then rap and hip hop and country, and rap and rock and hip hop and country. we're coming up on the greatest musical venture I think the world's ever been through. Didn't want to sit that in front of the camera. And I say that because the more people merge,
Yeah.
some of those collaborations, even though it's two different genres, tell me they haven't been iconic. Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
For sure,
that broke shit.
But they don't. I'm gonna say they because, you know, when it comes down to this shit, they didn't even want that Beyonce's country album to be a country album.
Her merging over was huge.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about they, like, not the, you know, I'm talking about the people don't, not the people, the people that control all that shit. They don't look at, if I made a song doing some certain melody or something like that, it's still gonna be categorized as rap.
Here's one thing I'll say though, and this is completely out of topic, but it goes based on when he said the people that run things. I don't know any of you. You've obviously made a way for it to work. The people that enjoy the music that's made, the collaborations that exist, the collaborations that are yet to be seen, there are more of us than there are those people at the top. I love the independent trend that's going through music right now. Because to an extent, the artists they're smarter, they're more aware now. And regardless of the genre, you guys are smarter and more aware now to where you know that you deserve the rights to what you make. And I'm not saying, death to record labels. Like, record labels are starting to change. The things that Snoop Dogg's doing with Death Row are crazy. He's developed a signing platform to where an artist gets a majority of the money. And the record label actually doesn't make as much as they used to. But with the independent movement, too, I feel like we're going to, like I said, over the next few years, we're going to see a big swing. And when people start to only go independent, the record labels are going to change. They're going to change certain things. People are going to fall into that. Whether or not it's good or bad form, but when more independent artists start to come out, we're going to see more genre collaborations in different ways. Or at least I hope so.
I definitely agree on the collaborations and the music changing. I don't see the big picture changing too much because I feel like social media is like one of those things that proves that unfortunately there's more followers than leaders. And you don't have to hear about a Beyonce album, a Taylor Swift album. You don't need to see a commercial or nothing. She's going to have almost 1 billion followers. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just what it is. So I feel like their absorption and the money that is put into building those superstars, I feel like those superstars are always going to have a niche until we have less followers. I feel like once there's definitely the knowledge out there now and people talking about ownership and fucking direct to consumer and different things like that that need to be spoken about. And I think that it's definitely possible. But I feel like a lot of people are scared. I feel like a lot of artists are not only scared, a lot of artists are lazy. To be real about it, I don't feel like a lot of artists really want to put in.
Oh no, go on a rant. I feel like I ranted a few times.
No, I'm just saying the truth though. I don't feel like because like I said, like that's the only change that I do see coming is the music and the blending because these motherfuckers at the end of the day, there's gonna be less independent artists. I feel like,
and I was saying my perspective is from a spectator, so. Yeah. I am around the music industry often, you know that.
For sure.
But I'm not a music creator. I'm not involved in the process of the industry too much. So, and I'm super happy.
For everybody, I'm speaking for me.
Exactly. No, but I love seeing this perspective when it comes to these kind of things. I've said it how many times that, like, I am around the industry often, and I view things and judge things and base things off being a spectator. So, like, unless you're going to hit me with, like, podcasts or, with someone as opinionated as I am, it's not always the best view. It does get kind of rocky here and there.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I say it's the best view because it's like, when you're in some things a little bit, but outside of it for the majority, you can see things that you can't see when you live that way the whole time. Like me, I am more of a mogul, so
Respect.
I don't stay in like you know what I mean. Like I don't have a simple lane. I have a category that I stay in that. I manage that category of that realm of things.
Okay.
Um, and so yeah, no, like I said, from my outlooks, are those things greatly possible and all that? Yeah, it is, but it's just like Curtis King. Curtis King is one of those people that gives game to a lot of independent artists, and he I've seen his opinion of things change over the years. I've seen him grow. So I feel like he's definitely one of those people that is a forward thinker. Out of all the people that watch his stream, if everybody did that, then things would already be different. That's
Oh, I was about to dive down a rabbit hole.
You know
There.
what I
That's
mean?
not.
Like-
That's for one-on-one talks, not like personal conversation, but or not like on camera conversation.
it's just like this.
And that's
shit.
just because, hands down, you guys are great. I love supporters. I love fans. But we got to be realistic with the fact that some people become fans to troll. Some people become fans to
Just
you know,
yeah.
put their narrative on your situation. And for those people, I say you are the worst group of motherfuckers I have ever entertained in my life.
Yeah.
But for the followers and supporters, there is nothing but love from everybody you support.
Yeah.
You know, hands down. But I feel like with nowadays times, if you follow what you think is the right outlet, but it's the wrong outlet, you can get a completely different narrative on something that's supposed to be something totally different. If you're following perspective,
Yeah. I mean, perspective
it's a hard
is a
time.
motherfucker. You know
It's
what
a
I'm
hard
saying?
it's a hard time to even. We've had a couple conversations where we'll hear about a news break, and we're just like, "Who's it from, though?" Like it's, that trusted source is a big thing. But nowadays,
There's no
especially
such
with
thing now.
nowadays with like younger people growing up, and I guess
The trusted source is whoever's got the most people that listens now. That's the trusted
okay,
source.
talk your shit for a minute.
I mean, it's the realest shit. You can have the person that is that the incident happened to or whatever, the victim. You can have them verbalize the shit, and you won't believe that they're the victim until somebody
Because-
that has a large enough audience tells you that they are the victim. That's the craziest part.
What do you think that means with the whole recently the whole people with big followings are associated with big media,
Yeah.
like the P Diddy situation? Do you think like he's got a big following, but it kind of seems like a lot of people aren't believing that. Like, do
Well,
you think that's because there's bigger people above him and they have more pull?
well, you gotta understand, like, a lot of people silence themselves about P. Diddy. A lot of his following didn't speak on the whole situation. The crazy, like, P. Diddy still has a large following on social media, still has a large amount of streaming going on.
I walked into a bar not long ago. They were playing R. Kelly. It blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, so it's like one of them things where as though most of the not yeah, I can definitely say most of the chatter and the shit that you hear about the Diddy situation is coming from a new audience that's not his audience for one. Granted, of course there's people in hip hop that definitely jumped on that shit. But they'd have jumped on it if it was anybody. They'd have jumped on it if it was their best fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? The only person that I feel like really is like the wild card in that whole situation is Jaguar Wright.
Okay.
Other than that, it's like the motherfuckers is jumping on and off dicks riding trends.
So,
other
hey,
than that,
question on that, 'cause we've covered quite a bit of Jaguar White stuff.
for sure.
And you guys can see that on the BTB Revolution YouTube channel. But with the Jaguar Wright thing, there's a lot of people coming out and saying she's a clout chaser, she's this, she's that.
Nah.
But you don't see.
Oh yeah, they saying that for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't see a lot of people, a few that come out and say like, yeah, she's there, she's there, she's there. But what's the question I'm trying to ask here? How is anyone gonna take her seriously when there's bigger people than she's accusing responsible for things? Because they can direct narratives. I mean,
I feel like
I enjoy her content, hands down. Jaguar, right? Queen. I love your content. You say some really crazy things. But no one's ever once filed a lawsuit against you at recent claims that we know of. Like Pierce
not that we
Morgan
know
got a
of.
cease and desist, or he got a threat for a cease and desist, but not a cease and desist. They didn't send one to Jaguar. It kind of makes you think there might be some truth behind something. Not all allegations, you know.
When I heard that Jaguar Wright had written for Al Green, that she has some song credits that she will never get, and just some of the situations and stuff that I've heard other people say that she was in, is like that's all I know is, like I said, is like what makes enough sense. When people throw out other stuff, it's like, yeah, you done hit this nail, so yeah, like, you know what I mean? I want to believe you, I want to fuck with you, but I don't come from that creed. Like, that's not the way I move. I move like, all right, well, motherfuckers is questionable until then, so I'm not gonna fuck with them type of shit, but I'm definitely not gonna put that dirt on their name until you right again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, it's one of them. That's how I feel about the Jaguar Wright situation. So I listen, I watch, I make sure that that I do just that. And you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like there's a lot less victimizing when people pay attention and stop pointing the finger. I don't feel like you gotta say that she's right or wrong in order to heed the warning. Now if she is wrong, then granted, that's fucked up because there's a lot of ill ass shit getting said.
A
You
lot
know
of
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying?
ill things and a lot of names.
But Jag, you know what I mean, I feel like that. Just like I said though, I feel like, and I also feel like there's a time and a place. I definitely think the Pierce Morgan situation was handled dope. And the fact that he got that cease and desist
You
for
think that
what
was a
she was
play
trying to
on?
do.
She did an interview the day after that on. Not even gonna say that. So it's a platform I don't know the name on, but the Blue Couch.
Oh yeah, real life
She did
production.
one, yeah, real life production. Shout out, man. Big fan of y'all's work, hands down. Absolutely phenomenal the way you guys produce what you do. But she did an interview right after that, in reference to Pierce Morgan's situation, and she kind of said it as, Pierce Morgan did a really good thing for publicity. So like that also makes me wonder, like, damn, was that Pierce talking his game, or like, like it's so confusing as someone that's not in the industry.
I mean, I
Such
don't
as
think that anybody is gonna know that insider except unless you on that level there. That's some different shit. You feel me? Like, that's not
Do you believe that we're seeing a collapse in Hollywood as we know it?
a collapse. Nah, I think it's just a shift because the same people be owning the shit. It's not like people say, well, guess what? The movies is losing out, this, that, and the other, and bop, bop, bop. Man, there's only so much money that's really circulating around them circles, and it's not a whole lot of fucking new money. Let's be real
It's all
about this.
generational.
Right, and then you have these new tech guys that come and create these companies and stuff like that, and then the money has to come from somewhere for them to get funded to be able to do this shit, and then the same players end up owning the largest stakes and have these fucking background deals and stuff. Like, so nah, Hollywood ain't on a decline. if anything, this is like last night's title. If anything, the world is a stage and Hollywood is on its biggest come up ever.
They have a chance to rebrand.
Right. Everything is, bro, like literally, I put this on BTB. How long do you think it'll be before they have a whole fucking cul-de-sac that is doing some damn streaming fucking Truman Show shit? How far are we from the fucking Truman Show really being what happens? A baby being born on stream. I mean, what stops a mom right now from giving birth to a child and making his whole fucking life a stream? Hollywood's on its biggest come up right now.
Here's that.
And if anybody do that shit, make sure you send me some. God damn it, I need to get mine. I got too many mouths to feed.
So we could definitely give birth to a kid on camera.
No, we can't. Pause. Shit.
By the way, Dame Dash, we gotta talk, brother. We gotta talk. You coined the name pause or the word pause, and you use it recklessly. You're much more successful and much more rich than I am, but I can tell you right now, I don't agree with it. That is dead ass. That motherfucker would be like, "I ordered my Subway sandwich." I told him wanted that chicken teriyaki pulse. He's been dead ass, man. Like you use it in a crazy way. If that's the way it's supposed to be,
nah,
like,
for sure.
Like let the rest of the world know, because you're one of very few that use it that way.
Yeah,
no one else really
definitely
does.
something different.
Yeah, I lose interest in your interviews because you use pause the wrong way.
But yo, what about that fucking Charleston White shit? That
recent one?
Yeah.
With the MAGA mayor?
Yo.
What is white boy's name?
I don't know. I think it's a
I
Danny
can
or
say
some
that,
shit.
chat. I'm a white boy.
I
I can say that.
ain't gonna lie. I be saying that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a firm sayer of like, but that's like that's my white boy. You know what I mean? I think it sounds better when I say it though.
He's referencing to me, guys.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No. It definitely makes. Can you find out what his name is? Because that interview was fucking
I definitely can find
wild.
out. But what about Charleston White though? Like, all right, so you white, right? When you see
Charleston.
a black person like Charleston White talk about other black people,
I think Charleston's
like
a racist. I think Charleston's a racist, and you, someone that knows me.
Yeah,
I don't tolerate racism in any. I don't care if it's Asians talking about Egyptians, if it's Israelites talking about Palestinians. I don't tolerate the racism kick.
For sure.
I freeze up about it. Like it's very uncomfortable for me.
No, for
but
sure.
there's Charleston White. You are a bigot to your own kind, and I will say that strongly.
But the shit feel weird watching the guy.
Every time I see a Charleston White interview, and we make shorts on the BTB YouTube channel, and it helps. But Charleston White, you are one of very few people that I have to actually listen to each short before I post it. like hands down. Like, dude, you say the craziest shit.
I mean, do you feel like it's for shock factor? Do you feel like that's how he really fit? Like,
we don't
at this
know.
point,
We don't until you know somebody off camera, you don't know what their character is supposed to be. Because let's be real. Like, my character, Coastal Degen, is very close to who I am as a person. Don't get me wrong. But, like, do you understand what I mean by you have to know somebody off camera to know if that's really who they are?
For shit, sure.
That, and if somebody is that aggressively racist on camera,
interview for nothing to find this guy's name,
if somebody is that aggressively racist on camera, and you know them off camera, it kind of makes you wonder: do I actually know that person?
Alex Stein, one of the two. I believe it's probably Stein, but it might be Stein.
Is he Jewish? If he's Jewish, it's Stein.
I'm thinking it's Stein.
If he's redneck, it's Stain.
It might be Stein. He might have been born Stein and lives like Stain, because that damn interview was fucking crazy.
He fights like Sting, though.
So it was Charleston White roast Kamala's embarrassing CNN town hall with prime time with Alex Stein. Yo,
we
that
live on
shit was
YouTube right
mad
now?
disrespectful. Yeah.
All right, hey, by the way, YouTube, we're mentioning that we tried to show both sides, both Trump and Harris, and y'all canceled our feed live. So us bringing this up, we love the platform. We abide by all community guidelines at all points. Don't pause us for this, please.
Oh,
We're just
shit.
mentioning an interview. I just don't want it to happen again.
Man, shit, they be showing that other stuff. I don't think it was like that. I think it was some other stuff because of maybe the platform that the interview was on. I think that's what it was. But because, like I said, they was
But you
talking
guys never
super
sent
reckless.
us. You guys never sent us a reason.
Yeah, so like I said, didn't get no flags or nothing. I ain't tripping. I ain't even. This conversation never happened. We ain't worried. We look nothing. We good anyway.
I was simply saying, "What's up, YouTube, man?"
But that fucking Charleston White though, like,
How do you? So, I'm gonna ask this question as bluntly as I can, and if I offend anybody, I really do apologize. But me sitting here,
Yeah.
as a black male.
You're a black male now?
No, as a black male, I'm referring to you.
Oh, okay. You said as me sitting here as a black male.
False wording. False wording. No, but when Charleston first started to come about,
Yeah.
he was more of a community activist.
Yeah, I was fucking.
And you
with
remember
it.
those times?
I was fucking with it.
Okay.
A little bit, some of it.
Asking, how do you feel about his new switch over the last year and a half to where now he's like, you'll see him on interviews talking shit like, shit, yeah, I talked about rappers talking shit and wearing jewelry and shit. That's because I couldn't afford it.
I feel like.
And then, like, who he is now, where now he's like, hands down, it doesn't matter what race you are. If Charleston doesn't like you, he's gonna talk shit. Like, about your whole race. Like, it just, but like, from community leader to whoever he is or supposed to be now.
That money, man. That money lets you be who you really want to be. You know? So I feel like he was always I feel like he was always a little man that wanted to make big change. Whether it be right or wrong or whatever. I feel like he might believe he's right. If he's a man of principle, then let's hope that, you know what I'm saying, whether he's making the wrong or right decisions, whatever, by our perception or whoever's perception. But I feel like it's the money. The money lets you be that person that you really want to be. I don't feel like we're seeing, I feel like there was traces of this Charleston White in the past because of the way that he acted and said.
Everyone was looking at the way he was broadcasted, not him.
Yeah, but he couldn't do that shit then. And then he realized, like, okay, I can do this and I can still. But yeah, now I feel like he wants it to be his way. I feel like he wants to be the law. Like, he want to be a cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he's always like, yeah, I work with you guys. He is, and this is the character Charleston White there. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question following up on that base as well, but keep going.
But yeah, he's definitely not just that Uncle Ruckus. He is that what was that motherfucker from Starsky and Hutch, the Snoop Dogg played Huggy Bear. He does
Is that the one with
snitch.
Ben Stiller and something, Owen Wilson or something like that?
Yeah.
What, isn't there two Wilson brothers? Owen Wilson and
I have no idea.
No idea. But back to the Charleston thing,
he's
like
a snitch. He the neighborhood snitch. He want to make an impact. He want to shine. He like them women. He think he'll fly with the words and got some game and he a pimp. That's the character that I see. Yeah, coming out now.
Well, no, now I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question. You think Charleston White, as we know him right now, started off as a character and he developed into him? Or do you think it's always been who he is? And this is someone that doesn't know him. I mean, neither of us know him.
From my evaluation of a person, I feel like he always played a character. I feel like he the type of person that was his strength, was being able to play the characters that he needed to play to survive. I feel like he one of them. He a survivor type. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
able to adapt, improvise, and overcome.
Yeah, so I feel like as the little guy and you half blind and this, that, and the other, for one, you can't be out here doing too much fucking thugging because you can't watch your own back. You can't do, you know what I'm saying? You downsided already. So what is your best defense? You're young and caught a body or whatever the case is, so you can't join the police force, but you can damn sure do your damnedest to have them on your side. And you know what I'm saying? And like I said, in different things in your life or whatever the case was, from what I see, I feel like he had some shit happen in his life that turned him off from, the struggle and the downside of being poor
Yeah.
and shit like that.
I hate to interrupt you, but
Nah,
I
you
have a
good.
quick question, real quick. What do you think? How am I going to ask this? So the difference between having the police on your side and being a snitch, what do you think that gap is?
Shit, a lot. Nobody got
We'll talk
respect
some shit for a little bit. I
snitch.
mean, like,
Nobody got respect for a snitch. Motherfucking
well, I'm asking like
yeah,
actual
nobody got
differences.
respect for a snitch. No, I don't give a damn.
Well, we've seen people like Whitey Bulger in the past that had the police on his side until they found out that he was an informant.
Yeah,
P. Diddy has come out to be allegedly an informant.
yeah.
That's what I mean
Having
by
the
what
police
is
on
the
your
difference
side gives
between.
you a lot more leeway. That's what I'm saying. They're two different monsters. If you a snitch, you don't have leverage. You're getting a treat. Here's a reward. Here's a pat on the back.
You're
and a
working,
kick in
per
the
se.
ass
You're
to
working,
get the
per
hell out
se.
my yeah. But I don't respect you as a man because even if I was any man, no matter who you are, you word is bond. You feel what I'm saying?
Stacks why, but word is bond, man.
So
Word
it's
is
like
bond.
that's the truth
Oh,
of the
be
matter,
well.
though.
Word is bond.
Yeah, that's the truth of the matter, though. So it's like you don't have leverage when you working with them. You got them on your side. You are creating maybe certain situations and stuff like that, and doing things like Charleston White is doing them. Like he creates situations and brings the spotlight and leads certain people into their demise. You know what I'm saying? But still at the same time, that gets you you don't just get the pat on the back, you get the photo. That's all you
So
know
with-
what I'm saying? Like he's still
Real quick,
they
with
kick they
leading,
gonna kick his ass to the side.
with Charleston White leading certain people into the demise, I get that. Is there a difference between what Charleston White's doing and the accusations against Brick Baby? Because Brick Baby months ago, before this Dirk thing became official last night, obviously, it was like 10:35 Eastern Standard Time.
And Brick Baby, the one with the dreads that be
Brick
on
Baby and
No Jumper.
he's yeah,
Shit.
Brick Baby. People are saying that, and I've seen the interview, that this was months ago when Quando's cousin was killed. And he was on an interview and was like, you can't say OTF didn't slide.
I am vaguely familiar with it.
What's the difference there?
You talking about dry snitching?
Is that what it's called? I'm asking.
Yeah, when somebody says something, whether it be by mistake or is just speaking out of turn, and they are relaying information that is unknown or bringing light to a situation. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not they might not even be relaying information, they might just be bringing light to. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean in the essence of. So, giving information by dry snitching would be like saying that a person was in a location or something, or like what happened with old boy? But yeah, wasn't he out at the club that night too, or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
So
or I was at the party and I seen them over there.
So it's
partying with them
loosely
before.
slinging a name out.
It could be loosely mentioning the situation, whatever. Like you not saying, oh yeah, nah, boy did this, and this, but you saying
He might have been there.
he might have definitely been there. Like, oh yeah, I seen him get arguing with dude later that night, or fuck it, the incident, a nigga get murdered in the club, right? Or let's clean this up. Somebody gets assaulted in the club. Um, the police start questioning people or whatever, and then you have this guy, and he's just like, well, yeah, no, I didn't do anything. All I know is that, they could have, I think they was arguing like a couple days before and stuff, and yeah, he might have, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? They might have been in the club together tonight too. I think I seen them over there talking to him, but I don't know. Like, I ain't really see nothing. But yeah, nah, I think they was definitely loud tones and stuff and this, that, and the other, and yeah, but nah, we was definitely all at the club and bop, bop, bop. So like, he ain't saying that he did it, but bro, you definitely like leading. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Okay.
different situations for dry snitching.
Oh yeah. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take a quick pause, real quick.
For sure.
Hey guys, I just want to talk to you. Chat, what's up, man? So we've kind of come to a level where until we get a good agreement, we're not gonna let anybody else sponsor this podcast or any podcast on this platform until we make some more connections. So tonight is brought to you by the BTBRevolution.com. Okay? Go to that website and you can find out everything happening with both Coastal DGen and BTB Gorilla. We have links to music feeds. We have links to the YouTube channel. We also have merch out right now. This right here being one of them, and this purple hoodie right behind me. So if you guys want to stay in touch, hit that like and subscribe button, definitely. And keep in touch with everything going on with us. Turn on those notifications too, because there's certain times you won't want to miss out on what we're putting out. So, with that, check out that website right there on the left or the right hand side of the screen of this stream you're watching currently. You can see the merch rotating. Enjoy. So, sorry, got to get back to the interview, guys. Don't tell nobody.
You good.
Hey, what's up, man?
Look, hey, to CBBNFCBB in the chat. Hey, bro, I missed that jump. I don't know when that message came through. We touched on that earlier. But how I personally feel about Dirk, as I just said in the chat, I think the Feds trying to get their numbers up. It's not a good situation because
we don't ever want to see anybody down.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's crazy. Look, we all come from different situations, my nigga. Like, I am not a bad person, but I can't say that I haven't done things that I wish I didn't have to do. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely know what you're saying.
But I don't,
I've referenced this on former podcasts with you, and you knew me through a few different phases. You know me since I was very young.
Yeah.
You were very young when we met, and it's an unfortunate situation when you see anybody broadcasted like that.
Sure.
Like, because certainly nowadays you never know. You just never know.
But at the same time, like I said, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm cut from that cloth. So I'ma say this. And when I say that cloth, I don't mean dirt cloth. I mean, I'm cut from that cloth that they don't cut no more.
Yeah, we're talking about Italian leather.
So it's like, my understanding of this whole situation is different. But by no means should anybody be surprised. That is how I truly feel about it. I feel like it's ill as shit. I feel like, yeah, bro was showing signs of growth and all the things that you want to see from a young man that came from those situations that he was in. But at the same time, it's like, I don't feel like anybody should have been surprised about the outcome of them finally making a move. Only thing I'd say, we pray. If you were a prayer, if you however you show support or whatever, do that. You feel me? For whatever you support.
For sure.
But yeah, there's a lot of victims that's going to come out. There's going to be a lot of people soon that's going to be talking about all the negative shit that, that bro done did. Like, the good stuff don't just wash the old stuff, and we know that in life.
Hey, it takes.
I'm still trying to make amends for shit.
So this is a two-part thing. So Einstein's theory was it takes 11 inputs to fix one incorrect input, right? So that goes back to even now today we can sit back
By
and
inputs,
see.
you mean like actions in life?
Yeah, essentially, I'm
Okay.
relating it to that. So nowadays,
down.
you could do 150 good things, and if you get caught doing one bad thing, they won't remember a single fucking one of those.
Right though.
They're gonna focus on that downfall. So if this is just me making a statement, this isn't a question or anything, but like anybody that made a downfall in their life and shit,
Mm-hmm.
just go back to doing you. Go pause.
What the fuck?
Go back to doing positive shit or keep doing positive shit
Yeah.
because eventually there's going to be too much positive to focus on the negative. And we all know this. Anyone that's ever happened to have been
No,
arrested.
we don't all know this. Now that you said that, because, man, for some reason that shit sparked motherfucking about last night. And boy saying that anybody can make it. And ... And, like,
Should we reference?
I'm just saying, everybody seems to not fucking know that it's not fucking the same game in all our facets
So
of life.
are we thinking different or is society thinking different?
Well, I just put these conversations in place because, like I said, the law works how the law works, right? And Dirk comes from one of those situations where, as though
Hold on, I can't
it
focus
was
on this right now.
related
This
to
interview's
it was
fire.
related to a fucking war zone, like literally the war in Chirac. Like you can't. How do you judge that by normal means? How do you tell a young man coming up, a young woman, anybody, black, white, or indifferent, coming up in a situation, living in those areas that the police don't want to go into? How the fuck do you judge them like somebody that does not live in that situation? Like that's the reason why I like to have like the real side of the conversation, because it's like, nah, I'm not saying that what he did was right, but what I'm saying is that to make it out of that situation and to put so much good back into the world, and when you have somebody that is on that path and has been on that path and can do way more good than bad, like Dirk doing life hurts the world more than it helps the
he's
world.
released in the last 2 years. Tell me there's one negative antidote to it.
Yeah, well, even if it was, like I said,
But I'm
the
saying
music
he's legitimately
has
been
one or two.
building.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. I think I have heard
I think
one
he's
or
at
two.
7 or 8 actually.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I've heard
there's a
some
whole
sliding
EP.
shit.
I'm just saying, but no one's gonna focus on that now.
Right, but they should focus on, like I said, what I just said at the end of the day. I hope that message gets out to, like I said, like, that's the message that you want the people that really control things to think about. Because it's like, at the end of the day, on some real shit, a little Dirk getting locked up, and the crimes and stuff that he has more or less allegedly and all that stuff being localized to situations and stuff. And granted, if he's found guilty, he found guilty. Somebody lost their life, somebody mom got to grieve, and family got to, you know what I'm saying? That is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, in general, though, the world does not benefit more from losing little Dirk to a prison cell. So maybe we should figure out something with the justice system and the punishments that come along with this type of stuff. Because, like I said, like, giving somebody life in a cell in general, whether it's Lil Durk or any fucking body, how is that more of a benefit? You're better off killing these fuckers.
Do you think that we have a chance of doing that?
Fuck no. Oh, well, yes. But it's going to be years down the road. I don't know if I'm going to live to see it, but we are the truest.
You seem rushed. Do I need to take another ad break?
Nah. But the truest part of that is that sci-fi is like it's everyday life for us. So how long will it be before there's a real rollerball or whatever with prisoners or ... Like, that's going to be the new reform, is going to be some type of like gamer with the fucking dude whatever from whatever the fuck, what law-abiding citizen with Jamie Foxx and shit. What's that nigga name?
No idea.
You don't know who to do this? You ain't never seen Gamer?
No.
You seen fucking White House Down or whatever that shit is? That dude.
It was trash. Channing Tatum.
No, not that one. Then, the other one, I guess, that came out before that with the other guy, the dude from 300.
English guy. Or Scottish. Or something like
Something.
that. Yeah.
That fucking guy. Okay,
Mm.
that's the guy. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like shit like that's gonna happen. So as far as in reform, as in the difference, is it gonna be any better? Nah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, by the way, I hope you guys are enjoying this new layout, new platform. Or not new platform, new layout, new way of things. But I wanted to talk to you in a little bit more of a, I guess, like a personal tone for a second, if you don't mind.
I mean, I think we've been pretty personal the whole time, but sure.
I got you.
I'm open.
So I saw you post on X today, and damn it, now I forgot about it. No, it's totally my mind funk. That's crazy. Shit, it's one of the posts that we talked about earlier. Once you run this bitch through clap, this will be it.
I did. I don't know if the gamer post was earlier today.
No, not the gamer post.
Today? Fuck. I'm not fucking sure. There's a lot of content going.
Yeah,
on.
that's my fault
sure.
for bringing
Yeah,
it up. We can shift over. Definitely no issue.
But yeah,
this time of year, man.
Okay.
How are you feeling? I feel like it's election time. Obviously, we're not a political platform. Let's make that clear.
Well, shit,
We are not.
Well, shit, sure not.
My thing is, right now, when you look at any racism or any race bait that you see on the internet, it's always what? White and black majority.
For sure, and
So-
it's very political driven shit.
This here, white guy and a black guy sitting down.
Yeah.
What do you take from this? What do you take from this election year? So this is the first year I'm ever going to be able to vote, ever. So that's one. Not saying I'm going to, but this is the first year I'm ever going to be able to vote because of poor past choices. So they always want to draw white and black into this. Let's talk about it. We talk about it somewhat off cam.
I mean, what do you want? What do you mean? What do you want? What that's what I'm saying. What you mean?
I mean, how do you feel about this election season?
Oh, I feel the same way I felt for a while about elections. I feel like this election season, people definitely need to vote. At the end of the day, the way they make it feel, they make it seem like it don't matter anyway. But it's like, just do it. Whoever you voting for, I feel like it's one of them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the candidate selection, it's not
cream of the crop.
it's
Let's
not.
be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't feel like it's what it should be like as far as in what you would expect out of a respectable world power
The
situation.
way this election's been, the way they talk about each other,
Mm-hmm.
I hands down think it's like people in the Gorilla Zone, and we're just clowning people. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like
Well,
what is
It just
what do they
opens
expect to be
the-
appealing nowadays? Like
I mean, maybe that's a part of the game plan. One thing about it is I'm far from the smartest man in the world.
saying,
So if I can look at this shit and see that if I was an outside country and I happened to be watching, the elections and stuff that was going on in another country, and I seen some shit like this, I would literally it's laughable, So I don't have a whole lot of respect for that. I don't have a whole lot of respect for the way that supporters of either side go about carrying their support. I feel like, it's election time, and it is what it is. None of my fucking thoughts on it are going to change nothing, unfortunately. But that's how I feel about it. I feel like this shit has become a joke, And if we can see it's a joke, then everybody else can.
It's
Who
become
knows what this
it really
is.
has become a low grade SNL
Yeah,
skit.
I feel like it's a plan to this. I do feel like there's a, like
So
I
let's
said,
look back at a
yeah.
few other election years, right? We had COVID, we had mad cow disease and shit like that years ago. So are they out of diseases and now they're just like, oh, we're gonna fuck hip hop and make that the culture focus?
Hell no, there's a new COVID every like fucking 2-3 months. People just don't talk about it as much.
Because it doesn't make money.
And no, well, because you have a certain niche group that has already adopted that they're in tune with it.
Okay.
I have certain people that will always let me know when there's a new COVID strain out and all this other shit. It is what it is. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, like I said, when enough normal people and you have enough regular conversations with people, you can check the temperature of, our country. And I feel like people are definitely on the right path of saying that shit ain't right and that we need a change. We need something different. We choosing between two lesser evils at this point right now. So you know what I'm saying? Like saying like, oh yeah, well you know what? He right. We gonna go ahead and get us a prime cut. That ain't fitting to happen. So we're stuck between a good and a bad choice. And with that part, I would rather have somebody represent me that I feel like is at least in control of the narrative enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like a president doesn't have but so much control, whether or not there was conspiracies and all that shit. With the checks and balances of the United States, a president doesn't have but so much control.
Yeah.
So within that realm of things, not all the conspiracy shit, I would like a president that I feel like is at least sticking to his agenda or her agenda and knows his or her agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so tired of, you shouldn't need a damn teleprompter at all. You're trying to lead this fucking country.
If you're trying to, well, we've seen that in elections in the past.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like in general. Like that's how I'm saying. Like I said, I'm not talking about like
you
for
should
this
be
one. I'm like, in general.
to,
Yeah, it don't
you
matter.
should be speaking to the country. And here's one thing: if somebody didn't have a teleprompter at all, and you saw one nowadays, I guess they do. Like sometimes you see twice in a day. There's rallies by the same person. You're like, no, slow down, bro. One country a day, or one state a day. Sorry.
I ain't mad at that.
No, but it's like with no teleprompter, even if your message was the same for 2 days, I'd be like, yeah, you can't make, or she can't make 50 fucking speeches. But you're talking to the people from you though.
Exactly. And that's what I mean. You can. It's just like, it's like a comedian that can't be funny at times, or a rapper that won't rap. Like, no, that is what politicians do. They talk. That's what y'all do. Y'all talk and y'all push papers. Y'all literally are bureaucrat. Like, that's the bureaucratic system, like where there's all fucking talking and papers and following procedures and this, that, and the other. So no, that's exactly what I expect. I expect you to be able to answer the questions because, damn it, that's what this is about. At the end of the day, we learned enough about the system that the fucking anybody would probably know enough to do their daily base jobs or whatever the case is. It's like nobody seems to know the people. Everybody knows their office. They know what who they should be addressing, the lobbyist and fucking all of these tough areas and issues, but they know nothing about the issues because they know nothing about the fucking people and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
so
for sure.
It's like, I don't know, like that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. I feel like right now this election though, yeah, I want somebody that's gonna be at least able to talk. well enough and handle themselves and stuff. Although, yeah, it is what it is. Got to pick one or the other, and I'm definitely leaning towards, the one that can handle themselves in the room right now.
Okay.
So.
Got you, man. Got you, man. Hey, aside from that, dude, we're swinging into a different kind of media. You mentioned it earlier. We're talking about music videos, music industry, and then streaming. Swinging into a different kind of media that's blowing up for real.
Yeah.
Streaming.
For sure.
And not the kind of streaming that it was originally. You had Discord streaming and gaming and interaction and stuff like that. This IRL streaming. I mean, we all, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Aiden Ross, at the young 20s he's at. 200 million over the past couple years.
For sure.
200 million over 10 years is life-changing money. Let's make that clear right now.
Yeah, no shit, 200 million in general.
But this IRL streaming, and this is, we talk about it outside of this. It's definitely gonna be a platform of BTB, and it already is. But these streamers you see now, man, like how much of a culture shock is that? Like from streaming from what it was to now.
I don't really think it's as much of a culture shock. I feel like it's just like streaming now is just like when rappers and musicians of all sorts began able to release music and distribute it on their own. IRL streaming in general is literally people being able to do their own real worlds and their own Jersey Shores. That's it. It put the distribution into the hands of the common everyday person. And with that, just like with the music industry as a whole, you're gonna have an oversaturated market. You're gonna have a lot of people with some crushed dreams. You're gonna have people doing some shit, some outlandish things and pushing the limits. It's gonna be a crazy ride. I don't think that it's honestly gonna be, but so many people that make it.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be so many people that make it. I feel like you gotta have a little bit of a bag or be living a lifestyle that's entertaining enough. And it's like the people that are really living entertaining lifestyles, they either, like I said, have some money, or they not really worried about fucking streaming and stuff because they're out partying and shit like that.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody's gonna. I feel like the BTB house is gonna be one of the biggest things that comes as far as an IRL streamer.
What?
The BTB house. I think that's gonna be
content
like,
house
the biggest
coming.
thing. Yeah, I think that's gonna be like hands down. I feel like the environment and the system is going to allow for a realism that people really want to get back to. And kind of where like the IRL streams are trying to do and stuff, you see people trying to get that real feel, but with the excitement and this, that, and the other, but it's just too many extremes. You know what I'm saying? Like IRL right now, it's just an extreme as like the people that are really getting watched, they're getting banned every other fucking day. So,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the reality. So it's like, that shows you one thing that you got to push the boundaries as a as an IRL streamer right now at this current point, because even their content houses are still in a essence done so independent, like everybody's on their own accord.
Yeah.
There's not a group feeling, like there's not a, you know what I mean? Like that was the difference of like Jersey Shore and shit like that. They had issues, they fought each other and everything else, but most of the time that house was out fighting the world. They weren't fighting
they were throwing hands then, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hands.
So it's like we need to get back to that type of shit. Like there's too many of these these IRL streamers and shit like that where y'all are fighting each other. Y'all bringing people into the house and they just fighting. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I love a good fucking squabble. I do love a squabble,
It's a good time.
but it shouldn't like y'all should be on the same side. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
like let's go fuck something else up instead of this spot.
Hell yeah. So, this is super random for the podcast, but I wanted to know if it's okay with you.
What up?
I wanted to do a little segment.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
always down with new
Yeah,
shit.
let's jump in. And anybody watching this right now, you guys have 10 minutes. Hit us up. Let us know what you want us to talk about, or if you want to have a conversation with us about a topic, definitely post it in the comments, man. I want to take time to, give back to you guys. You guys give so much to us, nothing but love. So let's jump in the comment section right now. And if you guys anything you want to say, have at it. We can still talk during that.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, nah, man, past that shit. I mean, I ain't really been voting, so I can't say too much past that.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot going on right now. It's
Oh,
crazy right now.
There should be a lot going on if you ain't a stagnant person, man.
True.
A lot of stagnant people in this world. But then sometimes having too much going on be bad too. Shit.
I feel like it depends on what's going on.
Sometimes it's nice to sit still for a moment.
It is, but when you have a shit ton of good stuff going on, sometimes you get a chance to sit still.
Yeah. But what's happening with you? What you got going on?
Dude, I've been chilling. Well, not really chilling. I've been good recently, man. I've been fucking locked in for a bit. Definitely locked in for a bit. I feel like I'm just in that grind mode. You ever been in that grind mode where you're like, it's until I have no more left. Not like you're done after that. It's just kind of like I'm grinding right now. I'm locked in. And until I absolutely need absolute rest, I'm all in. Like I'm in full grind mode right now.
Hey, nah, for sure. I definitely know. I definitely know that feeling. It's like with this shit here, I love the entertainment business, but it does require just that. It requires a want to put in a massive amount of work. For the most simple, mundane things, it requires a lot. Especially as you're trying to progress. The entertainment business is a lot like I was told when I was younger. You gotta dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. So, as you're trying to do that in the entertainment world, you find out that it's very expensive. For every fucking thing, just like everything else is in the world. But and that's why we do listen. Production and doing new things and stuff is like that's always been the DNA. Like I don't think there's the only thing consistent about what we do is what we do and the principles that we stand on and the way that we deliver. But past that, like it's always changing, and that does bring a lot of new challenges. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
Anything else in your mind for the night, brother?
I'm chilling for the night, man. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna smoke me an Elroy, and it's been a good day. A lot of work then got put in. A lot of good shorts. I can't say it's been a good day for everybody, but we make our beds, we gotta lay in them.
Thanks.
So the little Dirk and his people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. But always make your next move your best move. And don't be reactive, be proactive, you know? So stay ahead of the curve, man. Um, even if you find normally when you find out you slipping, you behind. And that's when you putting that work to catch up and get ahead of the game. So y'all stay on y'all toes. Everybody stay on y'all toes. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna smoke this good green.
There you go.
Got this cereal milk.
There you go.
Shit is smooth as silk.
Talking shit.
I'm gonna get
No,
so
guys,
high,
this is
so high that I can kiss the sky. What
this
happened
is
to that
a
music,
much
boy?
appreciation from Coastal DJing, and I'm most sure BTB Gorilla. We appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a hell of a night. We will catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, go night, niggas. Oh.